quarantine comes from Venetian, 17th century Venetian expression, quarantena, which meant 40 days. Cuarenta is 40 in Spanish, and Lent in Spanish is Cuaresma. So it's all to do with 40. 40 for quarantine, because if a ship came in to port in Venice and they thought it was there was plague aboard, they would make them stay on board for 40 days. Quarantena, quarantine. 40 is a mystical number. It's used a lot. If you think of in the Bible, Noah, the flood reigned for 40 days and 40 nights. Moses stayed up on the mountain for 40 days. The Israelites wandered in the desert, the wilderness, for 40 years. And the great social distancing person himself, Jesus, went into the desert for 40 days. And that's what Lent is. Quaresma is the time between Ash Wednesday and Easter Sunday, 40 days. And it's supposed to be a time of reflection, and some say penance, but that sounds, penance. We don't do penance. I think most of us want to live in the world of Mardi Gras endlessly and Carnival. But between Mardi Gras and Easter, there comes that 40 days. And the 40 days, it always seems to be that it's a time of trial, time of difficulty. And so how do we get through that? Traditionally, there are three pillars for Lent. One is prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. Now, I know not everyone listening to this is Christian or Catholic, and some of you are violently anti-Christian and anti-Catholic. So, and you could be like, that has nothing to do with me. It doesn't have anything to do with you directly, but you can still take something from this. Let's take them one at a time. Prayer. That doesn't mean you have to go to a church and pray to God if you don't believe in God. Really, all you need to do is know that you're not God. But it's lifting your heart and mind to a higher power. And so that could be through meditation, it could be through but just a time to be reflective upon your life and the meaning of your life. Fasting, some people fast. It's a big deal now, intermittent fasting. You just eat for like 6 hours during the day and lose weight quickly. And traditionally, in Lent, you would not eat meat on Fridays. You would have fish. I'm not eating meat all through Lent. That's my fast for Lent. But fasting is about much more than that. What are you attached to in your life? What is an attachment that might be causing too much trouble in your life? Is it it can be, who knows? It could be so many things. I have an attachment to social media. I could certainly take some time away from that, and maybe that is fasting. Stay away from a screen for an hour. Stay away from politics for an hour. For my friends who tear their own face off every time they hear Trump's name, you know what? He doesn't care. Take a break from that for your sake. Not his. He doesn't care. Some people have trouble with, like I said, all sorts of things. So again, fasting is fasting from things in your life that are causing you problems. And the last is almsgiving, and that is traditionally giving money to the poor. And again, you don't have to do that, but just I think in this time of extreme trial during these 40 days is just be mindful of our neighbors and people less fortunate than us. It doesn't mean we risk our lives to do this, but it's we have to take that "it's not my business" thing and turn it around to "it is your business." The young people in Fort Lauderdale on the beach are a great example. That is not almsgiving. That's willful self-regard. That is, I really hope that they don't learn a lesson that is going to be a burden for them through the rest of their lives, really. So we are in for I think we're in for a very, very rough 2 weeks in the United States. I don't know when that rough 2 weeks is going to hit here, but I think it's going to be bad. I've been thinking that for quite some time, and I think you're all seeing it already. The new testing is going to make the cases skyrocket. So try to keep your panic down. Try to stay inside. Try to stay focused. Try to, again, think about prayer, fasting, and almsgiving for however that means for you, okay? Oh man, here I am rambling but it just was 8 o'clock and the street shut down. And I just hope that you're not full of anxiety and distress over this. I know it's difficult not to be, but all will be well, and all manner of things will be well.